Hey guys, this is Zachariah Bourne, and I wanted to offer you guys some words of encouragement. So these are kind of trying times. They're kind of crazy. Everything's up in the air. It's like, what is going on in the world right now? That's how a lot of people feel. And some people are scared, some people are panicked. And however you're feeling, however you're processing this, or whatever's going on with you is okay. I just want to remind you that it's okay. It's okay to feel however you feel. It's okay to have things come up. I've had things come up with me, too. But this time, more than ever, it's so important to try to keep our mind focused, try to be more positive, and to make sure that we're thinking about things that we want in our life. And it's not the easiest thing to do, when things seem to be stacked so strong the other way, or that's the way it feels for a lot of people. You might be stuck inside. You might, some people are even stuck inside with people, they're fighting and stuff. But, you want to give yourself a break. You want to give yourself some time, some space. Don't be too hard on yourself. And we have to use this time to be more positive, to appreciate things more. And a little positive thing. So the Black Plague, right? One of the most crazy plagues in history. It was immediately followed by the Renaissance, and it was a very dark time at that time. But it was followed by something really magnificent. And if you look back in history, a lot of times, really crazy times can be followed by incredible times. The Renaissance saw huge prosperity to everyone. It saw, a lot of personal freedom, being given. It was a lot. Before then, punishment was really crazy. And you had a lot of really negative things going on in the world. And this time really freed up a lot of that. When everything's kind of up in the air, things can shift. And so this can be a good thing. This can be a very good thing. And I really believe that we will see our renaissance come out of this. I really do. Because whenever something negative happens, there's always a greater positive that can come out of it. And I've always seen that to be the case. And it's a really beautiful thing. And so I hope you guys can see a little bit of that too. And so I think exciting times are coming. I really do. I think exciting times are coming. And yeah, we got to get through this. But now is a great time to dream. We can start dreaming. We don't want to be hard on ourselves for snacking a little more for entertainment or whatever. I know I've been working out a little bit too, which is good. You can also do some fitness at home, but don't be hard on yourself if you don't, I put on some extra weight, hopefully some of that's muscle. We'll say most of it's muscle, a little extra muscle in like the midsection, but you shouldn't worry about this stuff. And that's good. We're able to see ourselves as human, see ourselves having this experience, and let's not worry too much about our summer bodies, Let's focus more on our happiness. Let's focus on helping each other out. And let's focus on where we want to go. Where do you want to go? What do you want your life to be like? And not just when this is over, What do you want the world to be like? I know that's a very big question. But what changes do you want to see in the world? We have to start thinking about this as a collective. We want to start getting those ideas out there and sharing them. This is a great time to dream. But what do you want your life to be like? What do you want your relationships to be like? What do you want? Do you want more freedom in your life? Do you want more time to do what you really want to do? Take this time to really start thinking about that. That's the way we create happiness, is we choose time to really focus on how we want it to be. How do we want it to be? And we don't have to put it in action. You don't have to be really disciplined and, okay, I'm going to use this time to work so hard on something. Because I notice for a lot of people, they, are finding themselves, even though they have this time, they don't seem to have the motivation to do things. But instead of jumping into action, let's try this. If the action is difficult for you, if you're feeling joyous doing action, do that, definitely. But don't be hard on yourself if you don't. Instead, think about how you want it to be, right? Think about how you want your life to be. And you don't have to fit it within society standards. You don't have to put it in a box where everyone will accept it. You know, instead, you want to just think purely, if you could have it exactly how you wanted it, how would you want it to be? How would you want it to be? Would you want to be traveling? What do you want your experience of life to be? What do you want your day-to-day? You want to wake up and do what for your first half hour of your day? And then you want to go and do what? And then you want to go and do what? On Mondays and Tuesdays, you want to do what? And this time when we're not so stuck in routine, right? Our routine has been basically just broken down completely. And that's a good thing. Sometimes we need that. We need to break up the routine, because if you get stuck in routine, years go by, sometimes so fast. Routine makes time fly by. So something to make us just stop can be very beneficial, because we can reassess. We can think about it. We can really have time to think about it for a lot of us. And if you're working from home, you're still stopped. Your routine is different. And maybe you realize that, you know, you could travel and work if that's something you wanted to do. Do you like having this more freedom? Do you like spending more time with your family? Do you like having more time to contemplate, you know, something that you want to bring into the world? Could be, you know, something you're passionate about. It could be art. It could be invention. It could be company. Anything. And everything is open. Everything is open to you. And we have to realize that. And this is a great time to realize that, to start writing down how we would like our life to be. To really start plotting our course. Because so many people in life, they never do that. They never do that. And the routine starts and the years go by and they work and never really give any thought to what could be. But your life can be so much more even than what anyone else has ever done before. It can be far, far beyond what we think of as possible in this society. I truly believe that, 100%. And it's really completely untapped. It's this massive untapped potential. But it's like, we're not going to invent the stuff. Like, say something you wanted to create was a trip to Mars, right? For instance. Maybe this is a while back. In order to do that, you have to create so many things on the way to achieve that. So many things get created on the way to achieve that. And obviously we are going to Mars with, you know, and, but it's just an example. But when you set your mind to something, like, okay, that's the thing I want to achieve, all these things can start coming together in order to achieve that. Well, how do we do this? How do we do this? How do we do this? And don't focus on the how too much. Focus on the goal. Let the hows come to you. It's a completely different way of thinking. That's how visionaries do it. They say, okay, I want to achieve this, without thinking, okay, that's not possible, can't do that, can't do this. Most people, they stop right as soon as they hit the how. But instead, we can just dream. Just focus on the dream. Let the hows come to us. I want to do this. I want to achieve this. I want to bring this into the world. Start there. Start there. So I really hope you can use this time. And I promise you, if you start doing this, you're going to feel good. You're going to feel great. Because when you're focusing on something wanted, the better you will feel. The more you think about wanted things, the better you will feel. The more you're thinking about this sucks, the worse you feel. And so it's all based on what you're thinking about. So I hope this inspires you guys a little bit and helps you feel a bit more optimistic, maybe a lot more optimistic. And yeah, I want you to use this time to look deep within yourself, to reflect, and to chart your course. Where do you want to go? So I hope you guys have a fantastic day, no matter what's going on. And if there's any videos you guys want me to make for you, go ahead and leave a comment. Definitely check out and subscribe to my YouTube if you like this, like videos like this. And follow me on Instagram at ZachariahBourne.com. And If any of you guys are looking for one-on-one coaching, go ahead and send me a message, and I can let you know some of the details. All right, have a fantastic one. Take care.